Hawaiian pizza for the longest time. And so when the internet came around, they found out that that's what they were doing. It just became a popular thing to catch on. So I have a feeling a lot of things that are popular that people don't think can coexist are just people on the internet being hyperbolic. So
Mm,
yeah,
I
I
guess.
think that that's really most of a lot of these things.
I would say I have seen like worse combinations than pineapple and pizza. I've seen
Like what?
kiwi and pizza. I've
I don't
seen
know about
bananas
kiwi.
and pizza. It's like-
I mean, I'll give it a try, sure, but it that does start to sound very unusual. What about dessert pizza?
Dessert pizza. Well, I feel like that's gonna be like okay. This is my problem with pizza. Pizza is like bread heavy. Like for me, I eat one slice, one slice of pizza, and I'm done. That's it. That's all I'm eating. Like
I mean, for
so, dessert
me,
pizza is like heavy.
most things are bread based though, especially when it comes to dessert.
Well, okay, well that depends on like the kind of dessert. Like for me, okay, I guess it makes sense for me because the kind of dessert I like is ice cream or popsicles. Like something that doesn't have like bread or anything similar to bread on it. Like for me, that's my ideal dessert because usually I'm already full from like whatever I ate before that. But I know some people have like a second stomach for desserts.
See, a lot of this stuff I can't eat anymore. I don't know why. I hit my 30s and sugar doesn't treat me very well.
Good job. They're saying as he gets older, dessert pizza is less appetizing. What was dessert pizza appetizing before, Jeff?
I always thought like putting apple pie filling and then, putting the stripes of frosting, that
Oh
was
yeah.
fine. That's good.
I mean, honestly, if you're gonna do that, I feel like just eat apple pie.
I mean, a pizza and apple pie,
Yeah.
there are not too many degrees of
Mhm.
separation between the two, right? It's a lot of the shared ingredients. Like
Yeah.
you take a pizza and you turn it into the equivalent of an apple pie, and you get the Chicago pizza, right?
Oh, Chicagoans, I am so sorry, but that's exactly what it is. What the deep dish is. It's like it's a pie pizza. Okay, oh man, we're getting stuck on like pizza, but the next one is also food. But I feel like this one is more polarizing than the last one. Chocolate and mint, chocolate mint,
I like
basically.
chocolate and mint. I think they go together fine. It's another contrasting flavor. Even the Girl Scout cookies, the grasshopper, is what they call it. I think.
Is that
Yeah,
like chocolate mint?
it tastes fine. Tastes like toothpaste.
Okay, that's what uh, sorry, that's what people say when I when I say that I like chocolate mint. Is like, oh, you like eating toothpaste? No, I don't. And I have
You
to
don't? You don't
defend.
like eating toothpaste?
No, have you ever tried like? Have you ever tried using toothpaste that didn't have mint on
Yeah,
it?
like bubblegum toothpaste. It was the bomb.
Yeah, like without the mint, it doesn't taste like you wouldn't say that like that mint tastes like toothpaste because like it's just that a lot of toothpaste are flavored like with mint because it has like it makes your mouth feel like cooler, right? Like after eating like eat chocolate mint, like that's I kind of like how like, your mouth feels like colder,
They should make
like after eating it.
they should make mouthwash ice cream then, so you can go ahead and knock out. You can cause the cavities and then you can clean them out. I mean, we're on breakthroughs here.
Okay, Tony, cinnamon, cinnamon toothpaste. That's a little out there. I
I haven't
think
come across
I've
that.
got to try that. I've got to try cinnamon toothpaste. But okay, I'm just gonna say, uh, like mint does not taste like toothpaste. Toothpaste tastes like mint. Okay, it's the other way around. Like like they don't flavor mint with toothpaste. They flavor toothpaste with mint. Okay, that's my defense for it. But
What
tell me if
about
you're like
what about like
like
a
chocolate.
savory toothpaste? What if they had like a Hawaiian pizza toothpaste. Would you be down for that?
That depends on the consistency. Like if it's just like like what do you call it? If it's like corned beef on on like the consistency of corned beef on like a tube of toothpaste, no. But if
Yeah,
it's
the
like
toothpaste should have pulp in it. Are you pro pulp or anti pulp?
I mean, the kind I use is like the one with the gel and like the cooling strips on it. Like they look like little shards of like shiny shards of like. I don't want to say glass because that sounds painful, like onion.
Like sand,
But
maybe like
yeah,
sand.
like no, they're like very reflective. They're like little squares. Like that's the kind I use. So I mean, I don't know if I want to call them pulp because I don't think they're pulps. But yeah, let's just call them toothpaste pulp. I don't mind if I use either that or the one that's like like that's just like a cream basically. I don't mind gel cream. Doesn't matter. Like they both kind of just taste the same. Okay,
All right.
now there's no beating
What else do you got? We're
the
going way off
allegations
the
that I
rails.
eat toothpaste because I do not. But I like the flavor of mint. Okay. Wait, on to our next one though. On to our next one. Because I like I really like asking this question, especially from I would say kind of like we're both kind of like in the Midwest like part of the United States. Uh
You called Texas the Midwest, okay, but proceed.
okay. I mean, sort of. But sweater and 80-degree weather, or jacket, sweater, jacket, then 80-degree weather. Does
What?
those
Who's doing
exist?
this? Well, I would say this, like here in Texas, I think it might depend. It might depend because here in
Hmm.
Texas, when it's 80, typically it's also very sunny. And like if it's really sunny, it's hotter than 80 because the ground's starting to absorb the heat. The sunlight is really beating down on you. So yeah, for me here, like you gotta be crazy to be wearing a sweater in 80-degree weather.
No, like I added that specifically because that's me. Honestly, that's me. Well, it depends because I have jackets. Okay, so this one's kind of like it has like the kind of like the fur kind of like texture
Yeah, the
inside. So
fleece.
it's really warm because it's cold today. So it's like really warm. But then I have jackets where it's basically just fabric. Like there's no lining on it to make it like warm.
I think
So it
here in
doesn't really
Texas,
feel.
we would have a different reason for wearing sleeves. It'd be for the mosquitoes. Like I
That's
just
true.
learned, like, forget wearing short sleeves and like shorts, especially around dusk when the mosquitoes
Hmm.
come out. Nope. I learned my lesson.
Like for me, it's like yeah, it's either one of those things. It's either for the mosquitoes or I just don't like getting sunburned, so I wear long sleeves. So that's why I still wear sweaters sometimes, like even if it's like really hot.
I
I
mean,
just don't layer it with anything.
I'll see like people from the Philippines wearing like jackets, and I know it's warm there. And I just have a feeling it's like they just want an opportunity to wear a jacket.
It's like what do you call those? Like uh, you're suffering for the fashion of it
Yeah, and then in the Midwest, in the true Midwest, you people who will wear shorts in winter.
in the winter.
Yes. See?
That's like I can't say I'm like a true Midwestern yet because I still can't do that. Like if it's like if it's below like 60, like I see people wearing shorts and I still can't do that because like for me that's already kind of like oh, cold. Like maybe I'll wear a light jacket, but I can't wear shorts in like that
See,
kind
when
of weather.
when I used to live in Florida, it would get cold in the winter. We get down to like the 30s, right? Which is decently cold. But then it would warm up to
Hmm.
like the 60s. And so like what a lot of people would wear in Florida would be like shorts and a hoodie. That was like a thing. Do they do that up there in the Northwest? The shorts and hoodie?
Shorts and I have seen people with like that combination. I don't know if it's just for fashion, but the funny thing, like I'm laughing at shorts and hoodie because like you're wearing shorts probably because you feel warm, so you wear shorts, to feel cooler. But then you're wearing a hoodie. It's like is it like, are you warm up here and then cold? Like, or wait, vice versa. Are you cold down here and then or warm down and then cold up here? Like, what's the
See, there's
like?
there's people in the chat who agree. You got Tony saying shorts and hoodie, and then
What's the logic?
PJ also
Mm. What's the logic
and
with that? What's
hoodie.
the logic with like the shorts and hoodie? I guess fashion maybe. Like fashion is the only. It's like one leg inside the blanket. One like okay, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, totally. Like I agree. Like got to have that temperature regulation. I mean, the hoodie's for your core. You're keeping the core warm.
Mhm.
Who cares
Yeah,
what's
that
going on
is
under
true.
your
That's
legs?
true. Yeah, like it's yeah, like when it's kind of cold, then you kind of like take your foot out of like the blanket, and you're like, okay, now it's kind of cold, and you don't know where to put it out, so you kind of just stick one leg out of the blanket to like you still feel you still feel warm. Okay, I kind of get that. I kind of get it now. I kind of get it's like that one leg inside the blanket, one leg out.
See, I made the mistake camping. It was like below freezing weather, and I did that. I was like, "Oh, let me just cool off a bit. Let me
Hmm.
stick my leg out of the sleeping bag." And I woke up like 4 hours later. I'm like, "Oh, my leg's frozen."
No, no, never like okay, I forgot what I was gonna say, but um, let's get to another one. And this is, I feel like this is something that a lot of people are, including me. Can you be messy but still know where everything is?
Yeah, that's called my life. That's called me. Like especially in my shed where the tools are stored. Like if
Hmm.
need to get something, I know exactly where it is in the pile of tools in the mess. I know what geographical location in the mess that particular item is. Now,
Isn't it weird that you?
my wife
Yeah.
has the opposite. Like she'll see something once and she will remember exactly where that thing is at. And if I ask her, she can tell me.
No, that's what I was about to ask. Like, isn't it weird? Like, guess you were talking about like you being at like an organized like mess sort of thing. It's like even and like let's say the last time that I used this pen, was like let's say a couple of weeks ago. I like if you ask me where it is, like okay, I know where like the general area of where it is. Like I still remember even if it's like weeks ago since I last used it. Like, but I try to be more organized now. I try to be more organized, but it's more like I just know where to keep the mess. Like okay, like I have like my drawers. They're still kind of like a mess, but I know which drawer has like the school supplies, which drawer has like the paper, which drawer has like medicines and stuff. It's like I know where each one is, but like it's still a mess in there. Like you'll still kind of like struggle to find
Yeah.
one.
I know I'm growing as a person. You mentioned that. And like I'm like, here we go. I got my drill bit. See, they're all nice and organized. And then I got like three of them missing here.
Do you know where they are, or
Nope, I don't. So you can see here when I'm trying to be nice and organized, I
Mhm.
I lost I lost them. I have no
I
idea.
feel like if you didn't organize it, you probably would know where you last used them, or you're like, oh, okay, it's there. But like actually speaking on that, seeing that, like, can you be productive but like still feel like you're doing nothing? Like you still feel lazy.
Oh, I guess like that would be related to work. If I can be productive while still, I mean, like when you do coding projects,
Hmm.
there's a lot of waiting. Sometimes you got to wait for somebody to give you something, give you information, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna twiddle my thumbs here at my desk. Or you're running code, and sometimes code can run for like 10, 15 minutes. And so like you're being productive per se, and you don't necessarily want to multitask because it's like once you move on to something else while something's running in the background, you might forget what you were
Mhm.
doing, or you might end up moving to a third task. So I could see where you could feel that. I definitely feel that. Like, man, I feel like I did nothing at work when actually, like, I was running several things and waiting for several things.
Like honestly, yeah, I'm the type that if I if I do what I need to do in the morning, I end up doing it in the morning. Like I'm done before the afternoon, and then I feel like for the rest of the day I have nothing to do, and I feel like I feel like I wasted like a day. I feel like I didn't do anything when I already did everything I needed to do like in the morning. You know, I'm that kid who like I get all of like the like if there's a project, I get it done day one. Like for the duration of that project, I feel like I'm not doing anything, and I feel guilty because I'm seeing my classmates like working on theirs. I'm like, I feel like I'm not doing anything. Like I'm not doing the work when I already got it done like the first day. And that's not to brag. Like that's like kind of like I guess it's a kind of work I am. Like I finish it. I like finishing it all in one go. I don't like leaving it because it's kind of like what you said. Like you don't want to leave it for later and then you forget where you are and it like where your what your progress is and you kind of forget about it. You know, like when you come back. Like I don't like that feeling, so I just try to get it done. Like I kind of get it done in a day.
What about controlled chaos?
Control.
That's how I would describe when I was a teacher. A lot of the times, a classroom would be controlled chaos, where there'd be a lot going on, a lot of different things going on, and somehow you manage
Mm-hmm.
to direct it. What do you think of that?
Controlled chaos. I'm okay. I'm kind of confused with like, so it's like you know, like I'm kind of like thinking of it in like a personal sense where it feels like I'm doing a lot of things, and it feels like I'm not getting anything done. But then at the same time, I'm kind of like chipping away at the task. Is that like kind of like what it is? Like what controlled chaos is?
I feel like it already broke your brain.
Yeah, then when you're explaining, I'm like, is it this kind of thing? Because I do that sometimes where I have like a bunch of tasks and I'm like stressing about it and I'm doing it while I'm stressed and then like before I know it, oh wait, I already chipped away at it little by little
What's
while I was.
I'd
What's that?
probably say controlled chaos is more of when you're managing people. So, like, for
Mm,
example, if you're managing like a team, and everyone's out there doing their thing, and you know your plans are going out the window, but somehow you're still directing people to get things done. I know for
mm-hmm.
some, like as soon as plan A isn't working, they don't know what to do. They freeze up. Versus others, they can kind of thrive in that and they can
Adapt.
think on the fly.
Sort of like almost like adapting.
Right.
I would say that's like a good like skill to have. I know for me, I like planning stuff, but I come to accept that plans aren't always gonna work out like the way you plan them to. Even in like the smallest things, not just like the big, like the big things that you're sort of like I'm expecting it to go this way. It's not always gonna go like that way. But okay, I know we're running out of time. So like let's get on like what one last one before we end. And this one is this one in particular is kind of like a callback from our topic last week. Can you love someone but still need space from them?
Man, I feel like that's a dating thing.
Okay, I think it is, but not particularly. Maybe I feel like it also applies to like other kinds of like relationships. So can you like can you love someone but you still feel like you need space from
I
them?
I feel like during the dating phase, it felt something like that would come up and it would feel very awkward versus now when I'm married, like
Hmm.
getting space, you never had to say it that way. I I feel like my wife is just like, "I'm gonna go get my nails done." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like, don't even think twice about it. But I remember like dating, like that had to be like explicit. Like, I don't want to hang out with you because I need some space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like,
You have to,
okay,
you
did
have
I
to,
do
yeah.
something wrong? Versus now, where it's just like, I'm gonna do this for myself. You're like, all right, cool, have a good one. So I feel like that particular example is like very different depending on where you're at in a relationship.
Like for me, when I was writing, I was thinking, also thinking of it like in terms of like with my friend group, because I'm like kind of like the introverted one in the friend group. So what often ends up happening is like they ask me to hang out, and I'm like, I feel bad saying no, especially if I don't really have a reason to not go. But like I just like I have a certain social battery, and there's like there's only a certain level of me being with other people that I can take before I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, I kind of need a couple days, maybe a couple days to a week to kind of recuperate, to kind of start missing people again before or missing, not missing people, missing interacting with people again before we kind of go back to that.
I think
Yeah.
that's fine until it starts becoming habit. Then you're just flaky at that point.
Hmm.
So there's definitely more nuance, like driving down into it. Like, what are your motivations for not wanting to hang out? And also, like, does it turn into I'm just not going to hang out anymore, and I just want to do a soft landing and not let them know that I'm not coming back?
Yeah, I feel like that's a thing that can happen. Like that's something that I've like experienced, where it's like we just started hanging out less and less, and I feel like that was kind of like what you were explaining. It's like kind of like like, and I kind of applaud them for it because it was kind of like for them they were trying to give me like that soft landing, you know, like we're
Yeah,
just gonna
I
spend
notice
less.
now too, like as I get older, if I invite a person and they can't make it like maybe 2, 3 times, like I just stop asking. I'm like, well, okay.
Mm.
I guess we're not hanging out anymore. Or I'll tell them like, you let me know when you're available.
Yeah, you just kind of wait for them to kind of like reach out like next time, right?
I
And
mean, for the most part, I'm more introverted to where I can just take care of myself. And it's like yeah, I have friends and I do want to hang out, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really need another friend to find fulfillment in what I do. It's like I can find things that I enjoy myself.
hmm, yeah, that's kind of like that kind of thing. That I think as you get older, it's like I, whose comment was that? I think that was like Tony's comment. It's like you kind of just learn not to take it personally, and you like that people have their own things like going on, so you kind of just leave a door open. Like for me, I kind of just leave a door open for my friends, and I hope they do the same. It's just like like when like we don't have to be talking every day, like maybe back in like high school years, where you kind of just like if we don't talk every day we're not friends. Whereas now it's like like I know you got your own things going on, like you just let me know, if they want to hang out. I'll look at my schedule, see if that's also a day I'm available. Like it's sort of like a kind of like mature, more mature kind of like like understanding of like people's time. But it's there. If you guys have any more things that you kind of want to ask, like can they coexist together, let me know. Maybe we'll do a part two of this with more people in the panel. But thank you, Nate, for joining me and discussing this topic with us today. I hope that you found entertainment. Maybe it made you think a little bit there in our live chat as well. And we do hope to see you guys again next week, next Friday, here on INCRadio chat line. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Have a good one.
Hi, Mom. Homework? Kind of. It's a school project, and you have to present someone from LA we admire.
Ah, celebrity time. Who's it gonna be? Actor, athlete?
You.
Cool.